Alright, earthquake tiller model 29409. I'm sure a lot of other model numbers apply. There were a lot of similar machines. Belt replacement. Obviously the first thing you're going to do is when you don't have forward reverse no more, you're going to check the belts and you're going to take off this plastic cover. Those two bolts at the back right there right into the dipstick, and then it's just tabs that just clip in all the way around. You pull that off. And for easy access to get at the belts, or only access, you're going to want to take out these two bolts and nuts and washers, you know, and then you're going to pull down on the front and pull down the belly pan, and that'll give you access to the bottom of the pulley as seen in there. You might be able to get in there if you got really small hands, but ain't the case. So yeah, that's what you got to do. If you have this set up in the back, it'll be generally the same. It was my drive belt that was broken. There it is, sitting there on the ground. I actually had a huge stick and a rock wedged in behind the pulley, and I guess, you know, that aided to its destruction. Now, they recommend, I can't remember the exact number of the belt that was factory for this thing, but I read on a few forums and I got like a little bit of a stronger belt, because they do recommend to replace the factory belt yearly. So, you know, I'm not interested in doing that. I just want my tiller to work when it needs to work. And then I ordered this one, an ax25 cogged belt. I ordered it from Granger, Canada. I'm sure you can get them way easier in the States. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt to get them in Canada. But regardless, it made it. So yeah, it was the drive belt that was broken, so the reverse belt, which goes on that pulley there and up there and so forth, you had to take that off. So, you know, just pulled it off the top of this pulley and then just, you know, took it out. This was already obviously broken, easy to take out, but putting it back on, you get the access to the bottom of that pulley through taking off bolt on each side of the front of this pan and then just pulling it down a bit, and then you can kind of feed your hand in there and get to the bottom of the pulley and change your belts. So the drive belt is back on there, looped around the bottom only. I got to get the reverse belt on the rear pulley before I mount the drive pulley. So, you know, just where is it here? Going to start by feeding the belt in there and going underneath. This belt rides on the flat side, so we're just gonna put it underneath there. Alright, so it's supposed to go through here. We're gonna push it through there, yeah, all the way through, around that, around the top of this thing, and then the bottom is supposed to go underneath there. Once again, here, I'll feed it through and then I'll just show you the end result, but you get it. It's supposed to go like this and then ride, you know, the tooth part inside this valley right here. So, and this belt was a lot easier to take off and put on than the drive belt, so it just slips right over top of there. So probably maybe show you how it goes. There we go. Mind you, I'm trying to do this one-handed, right? Go. Literally almost doing it one-handed, but now it's fallen off the bottom. So it is, as you can see, it's fallen off the bottom. Just push that back over, and that went on like nothing. Minimal effort, one hand. That's fine, the belt's on there. Okay, so the reverse belt is a lot easier to put on than the drive belt. It's a little bit more of a challenge. So the drive belt, the back side of it runs along that pulley. You know, that's what moves back and forth when you push the handle to get her moving. So we are going to put it like that, and then we're going to start, you see I'm like kind of like wedging the belt over the end of that pulley. So that's what we kind of want. We're going to hold it on there with our hands or whatever. And then we're going to keep that on there, wedge it in there pretty good. And I'm going to pull the cord super slow while it's sitting on there, and it's going to grab and then roll over top of that pulley. See? And then now it's already starting to grab. I just used my palm of my hand to push it on there a bit. I'm going to keep pushing, pulling on the cable a little bit more until it fully seats. You see? It'll keep going. You see how it's just almost all the way over? So literally 1 or 2 more pulls and it's on. And we're going to adjust it into there a little bit. Seems like it's still sticking out a little, but you get the idea. See, it's still not sitting on the idler pulley all the way, so literally just a slight push of the thumb and both belts are on. This reverse is so easy to get on and off. It takes almost no effort. See, and then that's how the reverse engages, right? Big pulley, and then that pulley pushes against the drive, and that's what creates the friction there. So there you go. Putting on both belts in an earthquake rear tine tiller. This is the 16-inch version. Yeah, that's how you do it, because the manual don't tell you how to do nothing. Have a good one.